either we do it by ourselves or nature will, because you are not, there is no guru as such who is going to push you. You are not staying with a guru who will do this for you, right? So then what is left? Mother Nature is not going to leave you. She'll say, okay, I will intensify the issue for you so that you will go back to your self-inquiry. Or I will give situations in your life which will push you into this. मैं तो बोलती खुद कर लो ना. Why wait for the situations to push us? If I do it by myself, I'll never have to get into that zone only. That situation may happen, may not happen, but the intensity will reduce. The external situations intensity will reduce if you do your own work by yourself. We feel we have a choice to not do this self-work. This is where we fail. Our entire goal of our life, of all human life, is self-inquiry. Final goal. Not any like, oh, I got Bhagwan. No, that's later. Just looking into your own self as a human, then as a spirit. This is the work we have to do, irrespective. Once you get a teacher or somebody, then the work intensifies. And then if you don't get into the intensity of the work, situations will push us into it. For sure. So now it's your choice. Which trainer you want? The one sitting on the treadmill with a whip, not a whip, but maybe a stick, imagine. And you doing, she's saying, do it, and you do it immediately. Without arguments. Some of them argue. You said 10 times. Now you're saying 12. अरे बाबा कर देना, क्या फर्क पड़ता? My deal is in talking 2 minutes already wasted of that trainer. 10 ho 12 ho, kar do. Do it. So be very relaxed. When somebody says something and you trust the person, do it. Otherwise, you'll be made to do. There is no escape. So choose, okay? So this was very nice. We finished time? No, na? So today the gym is helping a lot. Okay. So then, now you'll understand this whole thing very clearly. This intensification, oh my God, the words. This intensification of the influence of action cannot be explained on any other ground than that we can act and react upon each other. Yes. We can act and react without knowing. Two people are sitting silently. We are exchanging the air. Similarly, we are exchanging vibrations also. It's really big. Think about it. We feel kuch nahi hoga, mask pehna hai. We are not wearing a mask actually. We have to build immunity. Mask is of no use. Mask is indifference. It's of no use. It's temporary benefit, you could say, but not of permanent use. Build your spirit. Next is to take an illustration from physical science. Okay, now let's get into science. When I'm doing a certain action, my mind may be said to be in a certain state of vibration. All minds which are in similar circumstances will have the tendency to be affected by my mind. This is by far my favorite paragraph, okay? I have too many examples to give. Now, sitting in a satsang, the bhajan wala satsang, okay? So much experiences I have to share about this. I will not share everything today, don't worry. So, when we are sitting in the bhajans, okay, we are like, many of you have been with us, right? Almost all of you. I think except maybe Lima, Surya, even Devi to a certain extent, Anu. The rest of them, Savi also has not attended a live satsang. Live satsang bhajans mein baitho. Okay? One person, if vibrating at a very high frequency, everybody in the room starts vibrating at high frequency, and we never understand kahan se aa raha. From where is that energy building? See, one will start. I'm not saying the whole responsibilities of that one. One will start strongly. The rest will catch. The ones who are in good frequency will quickly catch. Then the others with weak frequency also will catch, because it's like fatafat spreading. It's quickly spreading in the room now. And then after the bhajans, everybody is on, big levels and thinking, wow, we should keep doing this. I always tell you, but by within an hour or two, it will go down, because it was borrowed frequency. खुद का करो. This is nice to understand how frequency works, because you see how others' frequencies affect you. Similarly, a negative person sitting and crying and wailing and crying and wailing, and if one of you catch it, the rest of you will catch it. This is very clear physical. There is no, airy fairy about it or kuch magic nahi hai. This is true physical science. Okay? This happens with instruments also. If there are different musical instruments tuned alike in one room, all of you may have noticed that when one is struck, the others have the tendency to vibrate so as to give the same note. Same Shruti hona chahiye, but that same, like tabla, this also we have noticed. Tabla hai, mridang hai, violin, and whatever instruments you can gather, all should be tuned to the same. Suppose Shruti is C frequency, okay? C plus, whatever it is. Then, if one is struck, the others will not start moving. But the tendency will be there for that one to strike. There will be a difference. You may even hear it if you're that sensitive to sound. You'll feel, did you hit that? Nobody has hit it, but you almost heard the sound. This is possible. So that is why in a bhajan, I used to be very strict. I still am. That if the Shruti is at C for the tabla, the singer should be in C, or whatever matches that frequency. If one is doing in C, the singer is in A, pura cacophony ho gaya. This is going to be messy. No good vibrations will be felt, because it's like one is going here, one is going there. Both are beautiful. The player is also beautiful, the singer is also beautiful. But there is no tuning. So, if you have been in satsang, you will see, especially Karthik is doing that. He keeps a hammer and tuck, 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 tuck. He will keep doing that tabla to the frequency that the singer is going to sing. He will ask Akshita, C ki B ki kya? And depending on what she'll say, G today. Say, Hare, but G, this can't tune to G. You try C. They both discuss this for 5 minutes. And we are all thinking, what is A, B, C, D, E, F, G? F. Till F it happens. So we are like, okay, some tuning is happening. The tuning is so important for the music to be a flow. This is very important. Sometimes it so happens that both 2-3 people are there. I've attended mass satsangs also. But one person will come, will suddenly enter the room and take that, that, what do you call it? I don't know, cymbals, ting, ting, ting. Somebody will come, apna hi tune bajayenge. And it will be like, oh my God, what happened in the room? It has to be tuned. Has to be. The person who is doing that has to be in tune with the person singing, in tune with the person who is playing the instrument. It is all an orchestra, actually. Same thing with the mind. All has to be tuned. Like, when there is a speaker who is speaking, now when I am speaking, if I don't find a single person vibrating at the same frequency, then the talk is different. And even if one person matches the frequency, the talk becomes different. So it's very dependent on the listener, how the talk will be. What will come out? It is not planned. This is planned, the text is planned. But how it will come out is not planned. Even if the notes are made, it is still not planned. A different level of listeners, sudden frequency change, the talk will be completely different. than what was expected. So then that's the fun. Okay. So all minds that have the same tension, it's called tension actually, tension, not tension wala tension, the tension, the guitar string, anybody who has seen the guitar string, if it is loose, nahi bajega. Tight ho gaya to toot jayega. It will still not, it has to be in the right tension for the sound to be perfect. Okay, so that tension is adjusted. So all the minds that have the same tension, so to say, will be equally affected by the same thought. So think of this. Now somebody came and said, oh, this happened, some accident happened. I said, okay. I was not vibrating at their thought frequency. That's all. And sometimes, I will do that because I was vibrating at the same frequency. That's all. That's the difference. Okay. Of course, time up? Yes. Of course, this influence of thought on mind will vary according to distance and other causes, but the mind is always open to affection. So through the screen, you can feel the love, the affection, the anger, the everything. Everything is possible. So then distance really doesn't matter. Because that's what I keep saying here, distance doesn't matter. So we'll close here because we have to take it in detail. It's a lot of fun. And it's a lot of us, we understand these vibrations, this energy, this stuff. So we feel it. So we feel good.